To introduce you right now to a breast cancer survivor, Herb Wagner.
Thank you, Paul, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Herb Wagner, and I'm the founder and president of A Man's Pink. I'm also a 5-year breast cancer survivor. Right on. Although very rare, about 1% of all breast cancer is diagnosed in men. In other words, approximately 200 men in Canada and about 2,000 men in the US will be diagnosed with breast cancer this year alone. And as a result, about 45 men in Canada and 450 men in the US will die from this disease this year. When the same type and grade of tumor is diagnosed at the same stage in either men or women, the prognosis and treatment options are very similar. Unfortunately, the overall prognosis for men is not as good as it is for women because more often than not, it is diagnosed at a later, more advanced stage. This is due in part to the fact that many men don't realize that breast cancer is a disease that can also affect them. And also men are notoriously reluctant to seek medical advice, especially regarding a breast issue. Consequently, my mission has become to increase male breast cancer awareness. Some breast cancer, thank you. Some breast cancer patients can be susceptible to the development of lymphedema or swelling of the arm, which once it starts cannot be reversed. Until the mid-1990s, it was recommended that breast cancer survivors, and especially those who had undergone a mastectomy and lymph node dissection, should refrain from physical activity, especially strenuous upper body exercise. In fact, after my mastectomy in 2005, I was told never to ever lift anything or exercise strenuously on the right side. Well, in 1996, Dr. Don McKenzie, who was introduced earlier, he's a Canadian sports physician from the University of British Columbia, launched a Breast in a Boat, a breast cancer survivor dragon boat team, in order to investigate the effect of repetitive upper body exercise or paddling on the development of lymphedema. Dr. McKenzie's study showed that in a group of female breast cancer patients who followed a special exercise and training program, no new cases of lymphedema were reported, and none of the existing cases worsened. As a result of this study, and as evidenced by the great crowd here today, dragon boat racing for breast cancer patients and survivors has become very, very popular worldwide. In fact, in early 2008, a colleague of Dr. McKenzie's, Dr. Sebastian of the University of McGill's Department of Kinesiology Education stated, and I quote, "The best long-term therapy for breast cancer survivors might have nothing to do with doctors or self-help books. Breast cancer dragon boat racing may provide the best therapy." And as we see, in June of 2008, I became involved in breast cancer dragon boat racing and joined Woodstock and Stratford, Ontario teams as well as the Canadian national team. And as a result, I've paddled with numerous female breast cancer patients and survivors at breast cancer dragon boat festivals in Canada and the United States. And as you know, you ladies are truly, truly inspirational. In May 2008, my daughters and I launched www.malebreastcancer.ca, a website providing information, support for male breast cancer patients, survivors, and their support teams. In October of 2009, we joined forces with 2 other male breast cancer organizations in the US, Out of the Shadow of Pink and the Brandon Greening Foundation, to establish our proclamation to designate the 3rd week of October as Male Breast Cancer Awareness Week. Thank you. Kathy Reed is the CEO of Out of the Shadow of Pink and lost her husband, Joe, at the age of 47 to breast cancer in 2008. Brandon Greening is a CEO of the Brandon Greening Foundation and is a 38-year-old male currently battling stage 4 breast cancer. And last week I received an email from a fellow in Kansas City through our website, 24 years old, just diagnosed with breast cancer. So it's getting younger and younger for everyone. In May, I received a special tribute from the Florida House of Representatives for my work on increasing male breast cancer awareness. And later this year, a resolution to establish the third week of October as Male Breast Cancer Awareness Week will be introduced to both the Florida and the U.S. House of Representatives. Thank you. Currently, the survival rate for men with breast cancer is only about 77% compared to about 86% for women. By helping us to increase male breast cancer awareness and consequently increasing early detection, we can thereby afford men the overall survival rate experienced by women diagnosed with breast cancer. I'd like to ask you all to here today to help me fulfill that mission, and please just take a moment and tell all the men in your life that breast cancer is a disease that can affect them as well, and that early diagnosis is the key to their survival. And I'm not sure, but I believe that this is the first time that men have paddled at an International Breast Cancer Dragon Boat Festival. And I said the term men because there are two other gentlemen paddling with us today. Casey Hoovigan is a 6-year survivor paddling with Breast Ahoy from St. John, New Brunswick. Stand up, Casey. I know you're here. All right. And Bob Lawton is an 8-year survivor paddling with Dragons of Breast Sydney from Sydney, Australia. There's Bob. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention and your support. Together, we will make a difference. Thank you.